spent a wallflower, just waiting to bloom. I'm just an average modern man to you, to you.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Atlanta Braves. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport. Austin Riley, always exciting to see him in action. And it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. I mean, this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
Just about ready to roll here. And on the mound in this one, Kyle Wright. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Yeah, he was a tough luck loser last time out, dominating his opponent. Soft contact. They were able to score a couple of runs, but outside of that, everything was sharp. You hope that he gets a better result this time out. Reward the guy for his hard work.
Bryce Harper leading things off and takes a strike. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first. Harper retired. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Trey Turner.
And Boog, we're talking about a guy who has great wheels and then puts them to good use. He's the team leader in stolen bases and runs scored, man. Using his speed to just get into scoring position and then just flying home when the guys behind him put the ball in play. I absolutely love watching him do it because he causes havoc on the base paths.
The wind of the pitch. Ball one there. And it is 2-1. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Tap softly third base side. A swinging bunt. Whips it to first on the run. Quick start to this afternoon's action. Two gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Tons of pop. Right now he's third in the National League in homers. And a foul ball. Chris, when you think of Kyle Schwarber, how about the impact in the playoffs? He's hit some iconic home runs. The one on top of the Wrigley Field scoreboard in the division series against the Cardinals in 2015 and then in 2022. Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Welcome back. And on the hill, the lefty, Ranger Suarez.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
This one in the air, center field. Marsh makes the grab, one away. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. The challenge for him today, Singy, elevating the baseball against this sinker baller that's on the mound.
Yeah, that's the challenge, but it also might affect the way they approach base running in this one, Boog. You get a runner on first, you anticipate trajectory down, and when the ball's in the dirt with a good secondary lead, you break for second. So whether it's a stolen base or not, you stay out of the double play, get that runner in a scoring position, and that can help you put more runs on the board.
BID, ball in dirt. One down, base is empty. Got him. 2 out. Here's Austin Riley. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Schwarber settles under it. And that will end the inning. Braves go down quietly. Scoreless after 1. Top of the second. Here's the Phillies DH, Nick Castellanos. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On the run, sends it over to first. And quickly one away in the second.
Oh, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step, secure the grip, and finish the throw.
Next to hit, Derek Hall. Swing and a miss. 0-1. No score here in the second. Next offering is in for a strike.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success. Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Alec Bohm stands in now and watches strike 1. That one the other way. He steps on the bag, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Phillies down in. Back here in Atlanta, and now here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ronald Acuna.
A little bit low. Singing Acuna is one of the most talented players in the game. Rewind, he debuted in 2018. He was only 20 years old. There's a strike.
Yeah, I can't imagine, Boog. I mean, when I was 20 years old, I was still trying to figure things out in college, and now you're a kid with all the cameras on you, playing in front of thousands of people.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
2018, he went on to win the National League Rookie of the Year that year. Just showed how he was setting the table for a really great career.
That one 95 to finish him off. Here's Marcelo Zuna. Good eye right there.
One of the things for me was just how comfortable he was, the exuberance that he brought to that dugout and to that clubhouse. You saw Atlanta Braves organization that's normally pretty straight-laced, buttoned up, having a lot more fun.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one finds the corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Kicks and deals. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
0-1 now. Bounce to third. Whips it to first. Inning over. Down in order go the Braves. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And welcome back. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Harris pulls it down, and there's one down. Here's the catcher, Garrett Stubbs. Stubbs in his 4th year, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2015. Here comes a pitch. the count 1-2. Top of the third, no score. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Right-hander kicks, deals. On the ground to third. Riley zips it to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Batting ninth, the second
Ji-Hwan Bae stands in for the Phillies. Appeared as a pinch hitter yesterday. Back in the lineup for this one. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. On the ground, out to short. Fires to first on the run, and that'll do it. Down quickly go the Phillies. Still no score. As we go to the last of the third. Here's the veteran first baseman, Orlando Arcia. That just misses. Ball one. And that one fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The next offering misses, and it's 2-2. Bounced out to short. Slings it across. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Here's Kevin Pillar. That's in there. That's strike one. Pillar in the 8th spot in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. Next offering is fouled back. And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Struck him out without a swing. Clipped the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3. Eli White next up for the Braves. That one's in there. 0-1. Late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
0-2 now. And that one missing low. Line drive to first, and that is the inning. Braves are set back here at the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Bryce Harper. The wind to kick the pitch. Good eye right there.
You know, these Phils just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Next pitch downstairs, and it's 3-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a 3-2. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Oh, and he hit him.
Now back.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And first offering is fouled off. And here it comes. Line, and that's a base hit. Here comes Harper around third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And it's 1-0.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. On the ground, could be 2. They get the tag on him. On to first, double play. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Derek Hall. He's 0 for 1. First offering misses the mark. That clips the corner. The 1-1 is fouled off. Schwarber stands at second with 2 gone. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. But the RBI single pushes across a run, and the home team down a run. You're watching Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. Back at Truist Park, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Michael Harris. Suarez back to work. That's in there. It's 0-1. Just off the outside part of the plate. Here's a 1-1. Popped in the air. Left field. Schwarber makes the grab on the run.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Grissom batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Got him swinging.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Riley at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. And there's a ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
The wind to kick the 2-0. That one laced to center and a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Acuna in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Nope.
That one just misses. The count now 2-2. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And that ends the inning. One left for Atlanta. Welcome back. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Alec Bohm.
And a pitch. And there's the strike.
0-1.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. And a pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. It spills out of his glove.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. He's 0 for 1. Oh for 1 so far. And it's even up. Swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
The 1-2. And that's down and away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now for the Phillies, Garrett Stubbs. First pitch just misses. Boom at first, 1 gone. Next pitch, not close, up high.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
And the righty deals. And there's the automatic. And he walked him. Ji-Hwan Bae stands in for the Phillies. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
That one misses, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Bounce to the right side. Fired to second. Over to first. Safe.
Well, that was going to be a really tough one to turn 2 on. So a nice job to get the out at second right there. Hold on to the baseball. Shortstop clearly paid the price, but that kind of comes with the territory.
Harper up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Next one misses. Now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Kicks and fires. In the air to left down the line. So 2 down, and stepping in is the speedy Trey Turner. And first offering is fouled off. Second and third, 2 down. The 0-2. Base hit center field. One runs in. Harris fires it to the plate. The run comes in to score from second. It's 4-zip.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Ian Anderson gets the ball now.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Now here is Kyle Schwarber. And first offering is fouled off. Anderson over to first, and Turner's back in. Here's the pitch. Run around the goal. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
The 0-2. And now 1-2. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Bounced up the middle. Tosses to first. Schwarber out of the play. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the inning. Down the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. The pitch. And that's a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball. You know, these Braves, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Next pitch is outside. And so the lefty allows the leadoff free pass.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
One note on Travis d'Arnaud. He was drafted by the Philadelphia Phillies in the first round. Twice he was traded for Cy Young Award winners. Roy Halladay as he moved from the Phillies to the Jays, and then on from the Jays to the Mets for R.A. Dickey. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
The punch out there, and there are 2 outs.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time. You know, once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum with that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
And the 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And now the lefty goes down looking. Braves strand 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Top 6. Here's Nicholas Castellanos.
The designated hitter, Nick.
The wind and the pitch. Castellanos, a former All-Star, 31 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Next pitch is popped up. And there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Derek Hall stands in for the Phillies. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, Blue, people don't realize how far the jog is from the dugout to the outfield position. And if you're playing in Oakland, man, it's a country mile to get out there. So for him to be able to be the DH today, that is really a nice day off.
Not in time, and he reaches safely.
Oh, that's a really tough play no matter who you are, but I think he has a chance to get him at first if he's just able to get that throw off a little quicker. It looked like he took one extra step to set himself and get a grip on the ball.
And now it's Alec Bohm. His righty-lefty splits there. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 6th. Here's a speed threat. Eli White. Suarez back to work. Just missed. That's in there. And 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there, and typically if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement, but still that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
He was late there, strike 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Left-hand batter waits. Struck him out looking.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
The next pitch misses, and that's ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 now. Swing and a ball hammered left field back there. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
All over that one right there. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Now at the plate, Austin Riley. That one's in there. 0-1.
Yeah, Austin Riley is one of those guys that has a lot of barrels, usually amongst the tops in the league in average exit velocity year in and year out.
Runner leads away at second. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Next offering is outside.
2 strikes.
At the belt and fires. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one drifts inside. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over. 1 left for Atlanta. They're down 4-0. Top of inning number 7, and digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. And he deals. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Now back, the catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
Man at first. Here's the Phillies catcher, Garrett Stubbs. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Phillies, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Anderson over to first, and he's back in easily. The 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Anderson checks on first, and he's back in safely. Righty to the plate. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Runner at first with no outs here.
Now he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Grissom moving under this one. He's there. He's got it. 1 down.
Now batting.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Ji-Hwan Bae. And first offering is fouled off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Back up the, oh, that got him. The throw to first, and there's 2 away. The comebacker got him down low, and you can really see him favoring the leg. That's his plant leg, which might be a concern, Chris.
Yeah, you hope he's got some feeling in that leg so he can land on it, like you said. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay and try to continue, Boog.
And now here is Harper.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. Slice the other way and foul. The 1-1. To the right side and a base hit. Marsh headed for the plate. The throw in. It's off the mark and he scores. It's 5-0.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Trey Turner with a chance now. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
The batter, the left.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 3. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1. And the right-hander deals. Now 1-1. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Here's a 1-2. Up the middle. Grissom on the run. Throw to first. They limit the damage here. And welcome back. Set for the last half of the set.
The right fielder, Ronald Acuna.
Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Ronald Acuna Jr. Nick Nelson gets the
Number 57, Nick Nelson.
call from the pen.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
On the outside corner, that is strike 2. And ball 1.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Nope.
That one missing inside. Just off the outside edge.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle, and the leadoff man aboard.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Ozuna in the box now. No balls and a strike. In for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2. Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And there's a foul ball. The pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Here's Orlando Arcia. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
All ones the count.
See the velocity 97 with that fastball. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. And a weak ground ball to the left side. And he grabs it, foul. The 1-2. Just off the outside edge. Just off the outside edge. And now it's 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Acuna off of first with 2 away. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first. That ends the inning. Braves strand 1. It's welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Joe Jimenez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Castellanos, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Next offering is down low. 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And now it's even up.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 1 out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Movement in the bullpen. Colin McHugh getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. 0-1. Little chopper rolls foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Oh, 0-2 now. Out to center. Harris has a beat on it. Snags it for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Foul ball there. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. 2 outs. That's a little bit low. And down on strikes. And that's the third out. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now in for the Braves, Kevin Pillar.
The designated hitter.
The wind of the pitch. That's in for a strike.
0-1.
And a big swing and a miss. The 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air out to left. Schwarber settles under it. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
White in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. Next pitch inside, and the count is 2-0. Right-hander kicks, deals. Way inside, gets out of the way. Pumps in a strike, and now 3-1 the count. Right-handed reliever. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed. By keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
A new pitcher in the game, Bailey Falter. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. There's a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And now the count filled up 3-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Swings and misses. 1-2. The 1-1 is fouled off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Next one just misses. 2-2. In the air to left center. Schwarber in pursuit. And that's the inning.
Let it roll, baby, let it roll.
Dylan Lee into the game. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. And the pitch. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Lee, 28 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2016. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That's to third. Gathers and throws to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Here's the catcher to hit,
catcher,
Garrett Stubbs.
Garrett Stubbs.
Top of the zone for a called strike. Activity in the bullpen. Colin McHugh, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Kicks and deals. That misses off the outside edge. The pitch.
Ball.
Stays alive. Three-two now. Lifted in the air down the left side. Ozuna ranging after it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Ji-hwan Bae. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
And a pitch. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they make short work of him there. Hard of the. So bottom of the ninth at the plate. Austin Riley.
The third baseman.
Falter back to work.
Riley.
And that one off the outside edge. In the air, right field. Harper hustling after it. Nice grab on the run. And there's one down. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Off the plate inside. And that's ball one. Out front and foul to the left side.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and misses. Pulled the string on the changeup. The Braves down to their last out. Here's the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hammered, base hit, and that's going to kick into the corner. Now he turns and heads for second. And that's a double.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. Hit weakly on the ground. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can